After months of waiting, she's finally here. Let's open her up and have a look. Hey, welcome back. Today we got something truly special for you down here at A+ Guitars in Bridgeport, West Virginia. I got the brand new Last of Us Taylor guitar. It is very pretty looking out of the box. I'm excited to play it. Excited to break down the review. Here with me is my buddy Zack. Zack, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I am co-owner here at A+ Guitars, also known locally as Music Center, and the business was opened by George Schoen in 1998. Started hitting the internet and shipping guitars really even worldwide around 2000, and myself and a business partner purchased it in 2020, and yeah, so I started working here in 2005.
Okay, you've been here a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fair to say you're an experienced guitar person. How long have you been playing?
Oh geez, you got me there. How about 40, and started when I was around 14, so you know.
Oh wow, okay, so you've been playing for quite a while. You've touched a lot of different guitars. You've touched Taylors, you've touched Martins, you've hit the big boys, you had the cheap ones. So I'm excited to have you here to break down what you think of this guy. It's important to note that this is the 2025 edition of The Last of Us Taylor guitar. The other one came out in 2014, I believe, alongside the video game. Now, I've been looking to buy a new guitar for a long time. I'm still fairly new to the guitar scene. I've been playing for roughly, 4 years? I mean, I've been coming here and getting lessons and everything. So it was time for a much needed upgrade. So far, really love how it sounds, love how it looks. So I don't really know a ton about guitars, guitar finishes and everything, but I will say out of the box, this thing looks incredible, feels incredible. My favorite detail right out of the gate is obviously The Last of Us, the little moth here on the inlay. I love the Venetian cutaway. That is, you can get down here, get these lower notes, which is great. Zack, tell us a little bit more about, other than like this matte satin finish.
Yeah.
What,
So yeah, you got the tobacco burst satin finish there. As you mentioned, the Venetian cutaway, nice binding on the guitar. You have the ebony on the bridge here. You have an ebony fretboard. You have the solid spruce top. You have the sapele back and sides on it. You mentioned the cutaway. A lot of times with cutaways, it's popular for them to be on guitars that are acoustic electric. This one's straight acoustic. It's very popular these days to put your own pickup in it, whether it's like a K&K Mini or something that you want to put in there, or an LR Bags or something like that. So so it's really cool that you do have, especially if you're kind of like in a theme song of Last of Us.
Sure.
That you're a little higher up when you're playing it. That it's nice that it does have that cutaway for that. It is a V bracing that they do in these, and they got your strap button there. Nice, they put the strap button in a proper place so that when you do have your strap on, the weight's distributed properly and stuff like that as well. So
going back to the moth inlay, that really makes it stand out is that Last of Us guitar. It's important to have that on there for the symbolism. Now, Zack, you've never watched the show or played the game or anything. What do you think the moth kind of means as far as, you can kind of, The Last of Us, right? It's an apocalyptic end of the world situation.
yeah, so I mean, again, honestly, I know nothing of it. However, to me, I would think something along the lines of like moth to a flame kind of thing, like where kind of drawn into whatever the situation may be, or something.
Well,
Epic, or
there's a lot of interpretation and debate online, of course, of exactly what the moth means. I think they kind of hit it in the show. It is like a moth to flame, like you said, where Ellie is trying to avenge Joel in the game, and she's doing it any means necessary, even to her own detriment, kind of like a moth to a flame.
Yeah,
so no matter if she hurts herself or hurts anybody else, he just has to kind of tunnel vision in and get it. So really cool detail. Yeah, it's a fantastic game. The show, season 2, is not as good necessarily, but yeah, I don't know. That's the internet to decide, I guess. Yeah, it's still worth watching. One record.
very good, very good.
So let's go over some of the pros and cons of buying a Taylor Last of Us guitar. First and foremost, it's Taylor. It's got a solid build quality. It feels nice, it looks nice, sounds nice. It's a Taylor, so you can't really go wrong with that. For me, I'm a big collector, love to collect things. Ton of collectability here. It's a limited edition run of a game and TV show that I really enjoy. So for me, it was a no-brainer to pick this up. And another thing that I really enjoy about it is the playability. I know I kind of hit on early the Venetian cutaway. I really like that you can kind of get those lower notes super easy. My old guitar that I have does not have that. It's just the normal full body. What is the full body called? Just,
Dreadnought, like a regular dreadnought.
yeah, so it would be just like a regular dreadnought guitar. So I like it, but I like this a lot better. This is nice.
This is brilliant, but I like this.
And a cool thing that Taylor does is they threw in a nice hard shell that came with it. It's not your traditional black. It's like a brown. It's got a nice little stamp on it that says Taylor. So I thought that was a nice, like, free real estate kind of thing to do. So Zach, what do you think of this pros wise? Like, what do you really like about it? What's stand out?
So again, I'm big on feel. So and feel and tone right out of the gate. Just again, the kind of the feel of that and the tone that you got out of it was something that I liked right out of the gate. For you were talking about your other guitar with it being not having a cutaway. It was also a full dreadnought where interesting. I'd be interested even to know on your part, did you notice? But that it's like it's a what's called a grand auditorium body style. So a lot of people like that for comfort reasons and stuff as well. It's solid feeling, good sounding guitar. I think that, like I said, there's going to be a lot of pros that people find that they like, and then that may be something that somebody else doesn't really care for as much. For example, in that price range, somebody say, oh, why doesn't it have electronics? Well, these days it's very popular, like I said, to put your own electronics in to something that you specifically want, instead of having to take electronics out and then go buy new electronics anyway and putting that in there.
So let's talk about some of the cons of buying this Taylor guitar. For me, first of all, it has a very high price point, especially compared to the 314 CE. Now, for people that don't know, this is just the 314C. That means cutaway, and the E would mean electronics. And as Zach kind of hit on before, this one doesn't have electronics, so some people might think that's a con. Personally, I actually like that it doesn't have electronics. I will say, though, going kind of back to the price point, it being about anywhere from $500 to $1,000 more than the 314CE, this is a very niche collector's item, so if you don't care about Last of Us or have no interest in the design or the color, it does kind of feel like, so it's a very specific audience. Another thing would be the limited availability of this item. Now, over the next couple of years, I'm sure this is kind of going to dwindle as, stock runs out. What was the experience? Because for me, I didn't really have much issue at all trying to get this, but obviously you being the retailer, how was the process of trying to acquire it?
Not too bad at all. There's a little bit of a wait there, but it wasn't too long. I mean, some guitars can take a lot longer to get, so yeah, it wasn't too bad. Good.
Speaking of kind of the cons for me, I love the dark kind of tobacco finish, but I can see other people, they prefer a lighter guitar. The satin finish, especially on a lighter guitar, it's less, you're not going to see as many smudges and stuff, but on dark, it's immediately going to show up and it's going to wear differently. So some people might not like that aspect of it. Personally, for me, I don't mind it at all. It looks great, feels great.
Yeah, I like them too. You always have it, but you do also want to be careful, like, not to take like guitar polish and kind of go at it. It'll floss it up if you do like that kind of thing and stuff as well. What I like is like in your instance, and for me, doing this long enough, is that everybody, what they want and what they're looking for in a guitar, everybody's going to be different. So what somebody may be looking for is not what somebody else is looking for. So you really kind of had what it was you were specifically looking for. We looked at some different guitars, and then you hit me up on this one. And the beauty of guitars like this and why they do guitars like this is that, man, it hits a targeted audience. And I mean, it really kind of, it nailed it. But that's what's really neat about it. I mean, that's what's really cool about the guitar. It really nailed and checked a lot of the boxes that you were looking for, and that's what you want.
It's 100% exactly what I want. I love it. So no regrets. Would buy again. So is the Taylor replica here from The Last of Us worth it? At a high price tag of $27.99, is it worth it? To me personally, yes, because I'm here for the collectability. I'm here for the look. It's exactly what I wanted. I love the moth inlay. It sounds great. It was a huge upgrade for me from my $100 Yamaha. But Zach, what do you feel about it? So you've been playing guitars for a long time. I mean, obviously no one can argue it does sound nice and it does feel nice, but compared to like a $3,000 Martin, what are your thoughts?
So for starters, like, I'm a big proponent from one on my own end, but two, selling guitars and stuff. It's like the biggest thing I always tell people is it worth it to you? Is it what you're looking for, and is it at a price point that you're willing to pay for it? That's what's most important. For me, when you're looking at certain features of a guitar, where it's made can tend to be something that tends, if it's made in America, it tends to be a little more expensive. Another thing is whether the back and sides, being solid. I believe they're laminate on this one, so that can be something sometimes too that you could say, well, with that price tag, maybe we could have done, all solid. And to my knowledge, the back and sides are laminate. So again, that's why I'm very big on, what is it to you that, is it worth it to you? Again, how much does it affect tones? Is it something that, you can tell a difference? Do you think or feel you can tell a difference or not?
Well, let me ask you, if you were presented with this, if somebody handed you, you're going to go play a gig, would you play a gig?
Oh, easy, absolutely. No, right when you handed it to me and I played it again, yeah, and it plays good. It sounds good. I definitely play it. Absolutely, I think it's an awesome guitar. I dig it.
Nice. All right. Well, yeah, that's all fair points. I mean, as long as it's Zack approved here, you just get the slap of approval here. I think it's good. It's a solid guitar.
Yeah.
So I want to go ahead and give a big shout out to Zack down here at A Plus Guitars in Bridgeport, West Virginia, for having us at his shop to record this video, for helping me acquire this guitar, and a huge thank you to Daniel, who will be editing this video later. Thanks, Daniel. You're the best. Do you guys think this is worth the hefty price tag, or is this just a quick collector cash grab? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Also, let's talk about Season 1 versus Season 2. Like, Season 1, Pedro Pascal, amazing, great show. Season 2, we all knew it was coming. If you played the games, you knew it was coming. But, what do you think? Do you think Season 2 held up to the hype? I understand this guitar is from the second season, so it wouldn't exist, I guess, without that second season. So that is a good thing that came from. So Zack, do you want to tell us a little bit more about A Plus Guitars or anything?
Yeah, you can hit us up at aplusguitars.com. We're a small mom and pop shop here in Bridgeport, West Virginia. So yeah, check us out. You can find us on Facebook and pretty much all your social media platforms. We've got 2 locations, so feel free, hit up the website. And if you don't see anything, we've got a lot more and stuff that we can get you and stuff that's in the store. So feel free to reach out to us, shoot us an email, and yeah, check us out.
Nice, yeah. Would recommend. I've been coming here for at least 4 years, so they're doing something right.
Appreciate you.
Now, Zack, it's my understanding that you had a special treat for our audience members at home. Is that true?
Sure.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll pass it on over to you.